End today, a place called Plaistow. Now, the average price of a terraced house here is just over £200,000. That represents fantastic value when you consider the average property price in the capital is over 380 grand. Wow.
With excellent transport links into the city, this is a hugely popular part of the capital. It has a proud, established heritage that's evident everywhere, a fabulously fruity market, and in the middle of it all, the West Ham football ground stands tall.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
I'm here to see a property that's in the new city triangle, a cluster of roads in Plaistow that are deemed desirable by local estate agents. Now, the houses along here, as you can see, they're well kept and they retain a lot of those lovely Victorian features that we all crave. So I'm looking forward to seeing today's auction lot. Not so great from the outside, but I'm not going to let those boards deter me. The guide for this two-bedroom terrace, £100,000. Let's go in and see if it gets better on the inside.
And on a sunny day like today, let's hope I'm going to see the property in its best light. Maybe not.
Whoa, if that front door is anything to go by, I think this is going to be a pretty grim viewing. I cannot tell you what it's like to be on the inside in here. It really, really smells of damp. It feels damp. It's quite cold in here, yet it's a lovely, warm, sunny day outside. Look at the old electrics, the baker light there. The whole place just needs an overhaul. It's incredibly dated. Look, health and safety hazards down here. There are just holes in the floorboards, holes in the walls. You know, at any point you feel like you're going to go through these floorboards. There's probably woodworm everywhere. I mean, come and look over here. Even the pipework underneath is just completely rusted away. There's the kitchen there, but there's a shower in the middle of it. There's nothing in the kitchen to make you think it's a kitchen. I mean, it really does need to be taken back to the absolute bare bone. This is going to need full-time commitment. This really is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job. No slackers need apply.
This property that was guided at £100,000 is damaged, dirty and in dire need of attention. The back and the bizarre kitchen shower room is in such a state I can't get through to look at the garden. So I had to make do with peering through the window.
Because of you.
And upstairs, bedroom 1, you've guessed it, needs loads of work. And through there, much of the same. Well, this is bedroom number 2, and as you can see, needs a lot of work. And there's nowhere to move that downstairs bathroom up here. Bit of a shame.
This had a guide price of £100,000. We asked a local estate agent to give us his opinion on this conundrum of a property.
The property needs a lot of work. It's quite confusing as to where you're going to put the kitchen, where you're going to put the bathroom, and will take some imagination in planning.
But what to do once the work's done? Is this a good rental investment, or is the real money to be made by selling this on?
With everything that's happening in the local area and projections for the next 4 to 5 years for the area, I would suggest an initial rental, wait for an upturn in the market to sell in the future. Depending on how the property was finished, we would rent the property between £950 per calendar month to £1,050 per calendar month.
But if the buyer has their heart set on selling,
I would value a finished product somewhere between £205,000 and £210,000.
A downstairs bathroom is a real turn-off for me, but buyers in this area, well, I think they come to accept it. Now, it does require a lot of work, but once complete, I think it could be a nice little home or a great rental investment. Let's see who wanted this as we go to auction.
Who would like to kick it off? 120. Bold bids get it, don't forget that. Where's 121? 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 129. 130. 131. 132. 133. 133, sorry. 134. 135. 136. 137. 138. 145. 140. 141.
The bidding continued at a pace. We rejoin it as it reaches 150,000.
158. 159. 160. 161. 162. 161 on my right, first time, second time, third and last time. Have you all done? So 161, well done, sir.
And it was Daniel who was successful with his £161,000 bid. He runs a recruitment company, but also has several investment properties in West London. This move east is a new venture for him, so he brought along a couple of sidekicks to check out this danger zone of a property.
Daniel, it's great to meet you today. Why did you want to buy this house?
It wasn't that I set out to actually buy this. I was looking at another area, Hounslow, where I have property. I have 10 properties over there. Went to the auction. The property I was going for was overpriced. I was going in about 200,000. It went for 280. I hadn't picked this house. I hadn't actually, if I admit, seen inside it.
Uh-oh.
It went roughly, I had marked out about 150,000. Went in the auction, got carried away, and then bought the place.
Did you buy it blind? Tell Lucy.
I did.
Ah! OK,
Blind inside, but I had done research on the area.
Did you even peer through the letterbox?
You couldn't, because it was boarded up.
Right, so you literally bought the house. Did you even come and visit the street?
I did the area, not this exact street.
Not the street?
No, but it was the area. I had done research on the area, the letting area, the potential of the area, and this is what I was after, and it's in the price range.
OK, I think we all know that, you know, this is a good dead cert rental area. It's a really nice road. You only need to go up and down. It's when you get inside that all the problems start, really. How did you feel when you walked into this property for the first time? Because, you know, it's not great, is it?
When I came in the first time, I have to admit, the place was a shambles. I did actually put my hands to my head and said, oh, what have I done? Went around, looked upstairs, tried to look for the positive things, and the best thing was that there's 2 good rooms upstairs. I love these sort of houses where I can get in, I'm going to get a skip outside, everything comes out, the floors, the wall, put new electrics, new plumbing. This is going to be a kitchen diner area.
So you're really going to open the space up, are you?
I'll open up the space. I was looking at it, it's not enough potential to actually do it up to sell. I'll do it up to rent and make an investment that way.
So it is going to be a rental investment, and I think long-term, what a fine investment.
I am going to put in 30,000 into it, bring it up to about 190. I hope to get it valued at 215.
So you think £30,000 is going to be enough money to really turn this place around?
I'm going to put 15 in labour, 15 in all work and the plumbing work. Yeah, I have a 5,000 contingency on that.
Daniel's imagination will certainly need to be going at full speed to turn this place around, particularly to sort out that odd kitchen-stroke-bathroom combo. Does the prospect fill him with delight or dread?
You're quite excited by the fact that you've got to literally rip this place back to the bare bone.
I'm beginning to love it. I'm dying to get into it. I really am. When I say I'm dying to get into it, I have a team of 2 builders. They come in. I use the head and plan it all and go ahead like that. We hope to start work next Tuesday, and within 3 months I will have this finished.
Really?
To the spec, yeah.
Now, it's interesting. Something I said when I first viewed this property was no slackers need apply, because it really does need somebody to come in here and graft.
It's the type of job I love. I love to get a property. Normally I go for probate properties, but a property like that you take out everything. And even though I have the recruitment business, I would like to get back into the market, back into property. Look at an area like West Ham. It's up and coming. For the prices, you're going to make a bit of money on the buy-to-let.
Is there anything you're worried about with having bought this at auction, or are you quite excited?
If you'd asked me 5 minutes after coming into the house, I would have said, what the hell have I done? I went outside, had a cigar, came back and said, no, it's something that I like. I've been out here today, looked at the area, and I really like the area, the people, the road outside, it's lovely.
Daniel, it's been wonderful meeting you today, and I'm sure you're going to do a fine job on this. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully you'll have fallen in love with it by then.
I certainly believe I will. Thank you very much as well.
Thank you.
I'm damaged, so damaged because of you.
Buying blind is always a no-no in my book, but luckily for Daniel, things seem to have worked out for him. OK, so we all know this house is in desperate need of an overhaul, but he seems to have a firm plan in place. Question is, will he do it all in 3 months and stick to that £30,000 budget? You can find out what happens later on in the programme.
Well, I wonder if our buyer's plans have turned out OK, or if there have been problems.
Time has passed. Now is the day of reckoning. Let's go back and reveal all. We're returning now to Plaistow in East London, where Daniel bought this derelict mid-terrace property for £161,000. He runs a recruiting company and has several investment properties in West London. He had recently decided to increase his portfolio in the East End. He bought this house in the property danger zone without looking inside first.
When I came in the first time, I have to admit, the place was a shambles. I did actually put my hands to my head and said, oh, what have I done? Went around, looked upstairs, tried to look for the positive things, and the best thing was that there's 2 good rooms upstairs.
Well, it's now 3.5 months later, and Daniel's arranged to show us around the completed property. Wow! The crumbling concrete has gone, and the beautiful features of the house are restored. There are new windows, roof and door. Inside, a front reception room has lost the chimney breast and the walls been removed to create a lovely, spacious living area. The former rear diner is now a classy kitchen, with work surfaces on 2 sides of the room and a pleasing pastel colour scheme.
Originally, when we had purchased the property, we had 2 separate rooms. What I decided, as you can see here, I took out this wall and we went and put it a kitchen diner. It gives it that livable open air feeling. It's turned out very, very nice, and I'm very pleased with it, as you can see.
Upstairs, Daniel's retained the 2 bedrooms. They're both good-sized doubles. And the property now has central heating, plus replacement electrics and plumbing. It's really been a complete rip-out and start-again job.
It really was terrible. We actually rewired, replumbed, new flooring, replastered, and it was a whole fit-out.
So there's now a cracking new kitchen. But what happened to that empty room at the back, which looked like a cross between a kitchen and a shower room?
What I decided was we put the bathroom here, and we put in a new door to the side, and then we put in this partition wall, and that's the effect, which is lovely.
On this East End project, Daniel used the same builders he's worked with on other properties in West London. And if the inside seemed a challenge, outside, the rear was something else.
The garden was terrible. You couldn't get out into it. We didn't know what was at the back. But we went through and 4 skips, and it's a well-done job. And I think I'll take my builders out tonight and congratulate them.
Yeah, well deserved. But will the toast be to a refurbishment that stayed on budget?
My original budget was 30,000. I came in total at 32. The labour is coming in at 13, 12,000 for all the materials, plus the furniture, plus the kitchen items, 7,000 for the additional, which I thought the expense of the solicitor is the interest up to date. So 32.
Time to see if 2 local estate agents think it's money well spent.
It's been done to a very high standard. I'm very impressed with the finish.
The accommodation is very good. 2 bedrooms upstairs, open plan lounge and kitchen. It's been done to a high specification.
The bedrooms are very large, 2 doubles. I think it would very well suit 2 sharers.
The property has got a downstairs bathroom. In this area, it's not really a problem. Most of the Victorian terraced houses have got ground floor bathrooms and people just expect it nowadays.
Daniel paid £161,000 at the auction and his gross budget is sitting at £32,000, making a total outlay of £193,000. How much would the local experts value the property at?
On the resale market, I would suggest this goes on the market for £220,000.
For resale, I'd put this on the market for £210,000 to £215,000.
That valuation range would generate £17,000 to £27,000 pre-tax profit for Daniel.
Oh, lovely. That is very nice, because I had targeted about 210, so that is lovely. It's a lovely little investment. Very pleased with that.
Daniel's going to rent the property out, so how much could that generate?
I would put this on the market for rental at £1,000 per month to £1,050 per calendar month.
For rental per calendar month, I would say you're probably looking at £1,100 per calendar month.
Oh, I'm very pleased with that. Originally, I'd come in and I'd looked at the area. It was about £950, so I'm very pleased with that.
Daniel's decision to buy property in the east of London looks to have been a shrewd decision, but initially he had his doubts.
Those first 2 weeks, you say, God, what have I done? Feels like a Jekyll and Hyde experience. First, you had that rubbish place, and now you brought something to life, and it's a great experience. And I would tell anyone, just try it. It's great.